Hey everybody, I just thought I'd put this stream up for anybody who was watching the conference today. If we want to have a little chat about it for half an hour or something. A couple people are going to come in, I know, but they're just getting a bite and such. 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 It was quite the show today. Lots of good testimonies. I like that last fella, but I didn't get a chance to hear his name properly. Hi, Rhonda. You can come in if you want. I put a thing at the side. If you just want to be in the chat, that's okay too, sister. Quite a wonderful gathering today, wasn't it, Rhonda? If you're wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses, it's because I was anticipating if we got snatched away. I don't want to have, don't want to get too much blinded like Paul did. Yeah, it was beautiful. I love hearing people's testimony like that. That last guy, he was like just straight up. I like how he said he asked God to forgive him to think he was such a scoundrel. That was kind of very poignant, I found. Hopefully, somebody gets on here a bit more interesting than me in the next couple minutes. Oh, Christ blood, Brett. He says he's watching. He'll come in a couple of minutes. I think everybody's tired from today. Okay, Rhonda, get comfy back there. I got tired just watching them sitting here the whole time, so I'm sure everybody's a little ready for bed. Oh, oh looky. Oh, this is even better. How you doing, sister?
Oh, I'm doing good. Do you hear an echo?
No, it's perfect.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Um, okay, yeah, I didn't want to spend too much time because I'm going to be going in the kitchen and taking care of coffee and and pills and herbs or whatnot.
yeah, yeah.
But anyway, yes. I guess listening to the conference today and then going and thinking about the snatching away all the more. And it brought it to mind too whenever you went and said that's why he had glasses on, sunglasses on. Anyway, I was thinking to myself, you know what? It is going to be so fast that you wouldn't have time for a sweet belly.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have time for I mean, it'd be over before it even got started. And it's like, excuse me, could we do that over again? I didn't enjoy it that much.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Rhonda.
Yeah, it's just like, it's just going to be, you're looking out across the room and then all of a sudden you're with the Lord, and it's just going to be so doggone fast that you're not even probably going to even recognize hearing anything.
Right.
You're just going to be there.
Yeah.
And yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So
me and Leo got this little kind of joke thing going. Like after talking about it, we said what you had just said, but we got this little deal going. We're gonna keep sunglasses and swimming fins at the ready, so we'll be able to kick and get up there even faster. But the reality of it is exactly as you say. It's just gonna be like in the I forget how it says it, in the twinkling of an eye or something to that effect, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be you can kind of it seems like you can taste it more lately.
Yes, you can.
Like,
let's see, another thing that I had on my mind from listening to David James. He had a interview on Scott Hicko's. Scott Hicko interviewed him about 6 months ago, and I went and had saw it whenever it first came out, but I had re-listened to it again last night or yesterday, and it all of a sudden hit me that I realized that in church, I want to say especially young kids, but it could be anybody in the congregation. You sit there and they are going and talking about, Jesus Christ dying. He's in the grave. He is in the grave. Hey, Dale.
How are you, Rhonda?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Good.
And anyway, in church, they go and impress the fact that Jesus Christ is dead and in the grave for 3 days. Okay. All right. We got that. All right. And now you go and turn to the right just a little bit. Hey, Brett. And you turn to the right just a little bit, and they go and say that you turn to the right just a little bit, and they go and say that you turn to the right just a little bit, and they
someone's
you turn to the right just a little bit.
Hey, Tim, see if you can mute. There you go.
I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Rich, just 1 second. I'm sorry, Rhonda. Rich and or Christ Plug.
Okay.
If you can mute your YouTube stream.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know how this is. Okay. Looks like that worked.
Somebody did something right.
Sounds like it. Turn Rich back on. See if he's echoing. Rich is.
I'm here.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Are you?
There you go.
I'm Rich. I'm Richard Christ. Yeah, I'm Rich.
I'm here.
It's for Richard.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Now, Rhonda was in the middle of something.
Sorry about that, Rhonda. Hi, everybody.
Now, Rhonda was in the middle of something.
Okay, Rhonda.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Somebody's echoing.
Now, Rhonda was in the middle of something.
Okay, Rhonda.
Uh-oh.
We still got feedback.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that you, Nick, echoing?
No, he's
I think he's
off.
been muted this whole time. Well, I think
It better-
he's been muted this whole time.
It better not be me. I don't think it is. I don't
Yeah.
hear it now.
Uh,
Nick is muted.
I
Okay.
think,
Ray's been muted this whole time. I've seen and noticed.
I
Mute.
think,
No,
Trying
that's
to prevent
Nick.
the echoing.
I wonder if it's me.
Rich,
I think it's like in the tabs. Like you go up to like the
Rich?
top of the computer, and then like there should be like YouTube, and then the StreamYard tab.
Yeah. Whenever you come into StreamYard, just mute your YouTube video before you even click that link, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm on a phone, so it
Actually,
doesn't
Oh.
keep YouTube going in the background. Only when you're on a desktop.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Rich, have you muted yourself? You can just nod. Have you muted yourself, Rich? Is that the case? Because
Yes, but I got to turn off the.
go.
I got.
Yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
I did.
Kind of figured it was Rich.
Yes,
but I gotta
turn off the.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it is Rich.
Shut them down. I mean, yeah, there you go.
He's self-disciplining.
Does that work
Yeah.
better? But I can't hear
and
you
just
guys.
by the
so-
way, happy-go-lucky, hello in Canberra. He's in Australia.
Hey, happy go lucky.
If anybody else wants to come in, I'll bump myself up out just to.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. You can bump me out.
So
Okay, so we're straight on the echoes and everything.
yeah,
I'd say so.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rhonda, you were in the middle of something. If you could back up a little bit, just to catch us up on what you were talking about.
Well, it has to do with the church congregation. Okay, you're sitting in the church. You know, any Orthodox religion church, and they go in and talking about the death of Jesus. Okay, they absolutely believe he was in the grave for 3 days. You're taught as a child that he was in the grave for 3 days. He didn't go anywhere. He was in the grave for 3 days.
Mhm.
Yet, when you turn to the right just a little bit, oh, now all of a sudden humans have immortal souls. It just,
Right.
I didn't realize that until I had went and rewatched David James' interview on Scott Hicko's channel just yesterday. And I was thinking, wow, people don't even question that. They know Jesus was in the grave for 3 days, but yet now all of a sudden mortals have an immortal soul. It just blows my mind.
Mhm.
that's a good point.
Right.
Anyway, just thought I'd throw that out. But I've got to do some traveling across the house here and take care of a few things. So y'all guys go ahead and have fun. And if I don't get back a little bit later, I'm going to listen to it. So do your best.
Thank you so much for popping in, Rhonda.
Okay.
Love
Bye,
ya.
guys.
Bye.
Doesn't the immortal souls come from like Babylon? Like a lot of this stuff comes from Babylon. So much of this theology. Like Babylon and these old
Ow.
mystery religions.
I don't know.
No idea. I mean, I could possibly think, but I'm not on my feet right now. Not
Say all
not
roads
trying to be
lead to
funny,
Rome.
but
So that's where a lot of this stuff comes from. But this stuff's been floating around for so long. It's just now we have a modern spin on it.
yeah.
And we have to beware of this kind of stuff because it infiltrates absolutely every part of facet of life. It's everywhere, even in pop culture. It's just ingrained.
Yeah, I'd say that's the sad part. One of the sad parts, like, I would say,
So Rich, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was gonna talk to Rich too. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to introduce myself. Rich, I'm Dale. I don't believe I've met you before, but maybe.
Okay. Well, Dale, you're like a celebrity because you are on. I'm from Northern California, and so first of all, I'm the one responsible for the feedback because when I hit this StreamYard, it had two YouTube things open, and so I'm hearing, you guys speaking in tongues to me. It's like, what is going on here? So I got to kick out. So, anyways, no, I saw you and I met Norm.
Okay.
Norm Lapel, and anyways, him and I have been talking back and forth, and then he told me about your site, and then I met you, I watched you on the YouTube when Rasmus was getting things going. So my testimony is that I got saved in '84, nice Baptist guy, and then about 13 years ago, I realized everything I was learning was wrong. And I go, oh my God, what's going on here? Do you mean Jesus Christ isn't God? What's going on here? And I learned about Paul's gospel and right division. And one of the things I did, guys, is I just prayed that Ephesians prayer, Lord, that, that I would come to the realization of the truth. And oh my gosh. And then he showed me so many things. And then recently, I memorized Colossians 1:9. It says that, Paul's talking to the church of Colossae. He says, be filled full of the realization of his will and all wisdom and spiritual understanding. And I kept going I've memorized a lot of that. But do you realize what that is? Just that verse? I mean, all wisdom and spiritual understanding. It's like, wow, if you could get that. So that's my testimony. I live in Northern California. Been saved for, I've been saved before the foundation of the destruction of the world, but come to the truth probably about 13, 14 years ago. I'm a high school teacher, and so I just try to keep up with you guys, the best I can. So I think, Nick, you might have a problem because it looks like there's a lot of us over here that are old guys. So what's with that? You see?
Well, I got revealed the truth back in July of 2016.
Yeah,
I would say is when I fully realized it. It was
nice. And who's your dad? Do we know your dad?
My dad.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't believe this stuff at all. He thinks I tried to tell him there's no free will, there's no eternal torment, but he says it might exist. And I'm like, no, it does not. I tried to tell him about the body, spirit, and soul with the light bulb example. It just kind of went going over his head.
So I just love your dad. Just gotta love your dad, So and then so I haven't really officially met you guys. I just thought, hey, I would join you. And then I saw I don't have your names.
My real name is Brett, Brett.
Oh yeah, so Brett, I watched you on Martin Zender's thing.
Oh yeah.
All right.
So you were doing a live on ASTO show, right?
Yeah. I saw that. Did you go to the Missouri conference too with Michael Knotts?
Oh no, I wish I was at.
Okay, so I went to that one right there, and
I've never been to any of them.
Yeah.
Did you say you did go to the Missouri?
I did. Yes. Did you go?
Yeah, I was there.
So we were there. So I probably met you there.
Probably.
We
Yeah.
were probably drinking in the kitchen together.
Maybe. I don't think I didn't spend too much time in the kitchen, but
were you yeah, so I was at the conference, and what else? Who else?
hey, did
Sean Eagle was there.
Sean Eagle was at the Missouri conference?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I mean,
Were you at Michael's house the first night?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Were you there or no?
Yeah, I was at his house. Yeah, I mean, I was there for the whole conference, but some people didn't get there till the next day or whatever, because the first day was a meet and greet at Michael's house, right?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So I think I
We-
might have met you, but you know.
Well,
it's-
we had to have talked.
Yeah.
At least said hi.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but anyways, I'm just, you know, this is pretty cool that we got this going on. I really enjoy having the side conversations with, you know, some of the brothers and talking about
We
what's
have a
going on. So,
celebrity, guys.
Sure.
We have a
Uh-oh.
Someone new.
so that's my story. Brett, how about you?
I
What's
bet-
your story?
Oh yeah. Excuse me. My story of how I got into truth was I was still in high school, so it was like 2016, I think 2015, 16. I remember I have autism, right? And I have tics and autism and all that.
You know, you don't sound like you have autism. I'm just
No, I
saying.
really do. No, Joe, I do.
No, I'm not. I'm not dissing you. But
I know.
you're-
Go ahead.
I mean, I'm telling. It's a compliment. I mean, you sound. I mean,
Of course. I mean,
yeah.
I knew you weren't insulting or poking fun or anything. I knew that. But anyways, in high school, I had some tics, and one day I was thinking about this was when I was a Christian, but I was thinking about God, right? And I was thinking and something happened. I don't remember what it was, but I thought the God, well, I didn't think this. Well, thinking back, I'll paraphrase. Back then, I thought the God I worship is going to send me to hell, basically. And then I cut my head. Well, I kind of. Let me get to the point. So, one night when I came home from school, I wanted to disprove hell so badly, and it just didn't seem right. It seemed like let me get to the point. So one night when I came home from school, what? Oh, I wanted to disprove hell so badly, echo, and it just didn't seem right. It seemed like let me get to the point. So
Okay.
one night when I came home from school, what? Oh, I echo to disprove.
Catherine, I think so. I think you have two screens going.
Two screens.
Right.
It seemed like okay.
Catherine,
Catherine, you're echoing. You must have maybe two things open or something, perhaps.
No, I know that because I did the same thing,
I think you're
Catherine.
good
I did
now.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Oops. That was me.
I'm not hearing an echo now, so I think you fixed it.
All right.
And just to let everybody know, it looks like Dale bailed out because he sacrificed himself so I could come in. So
Is it? Did we just have? You have just a maximum of 6?
Yeah.
yeah, I got the cheapo version.
So, okay, I get you now.
So, yeah, go on.
So, anyways, how I got into the truth was I found Martin Zender eventually. So when I found Martin Zender, I remember one things he said on his videos was, don't take what I say and run with it. I'm paraphrasing right now, but he said something along the lines of, don't take what I say and run with it. Do your research about the words eon, eon, and just basically look up what that means, eon. And I did, and I basically done as he was saying these words, I researched them, and I was like, holy crud, hell doesn't exist after all, basically. And I was like, something in me just wanted to disprove hell. Excuse me. And mainly because it seemed like God was loving, and turns out, newsflash, he actually is. But it was like God is actually loving, and he doesn't send people to hell because there is no free will. Because God didn't give anyone free will, and we know the story from here, basically. But yeah. That
sounds great, though. I like it. Thanks for sharing that. So,
all right, sorry if I was all over the place.
That's okay. Hey, I wish my students. I wonder when I have rest of you guys. I'm a high school teacher and I'm wrapping it up, but I just wonder, I'm the light, so I'm just doing the best I can to share truth with them. I can't give them the gospel straight up, but if they ask me questions, I tell them what I'm thinking. But whatever, something's got to be. They got to be picking something up.
Yeah, definitely, and I definitely agree with that, man. Because like, it is like Seth said in one of the lives that was posted today. You didn't choose to have any of this make sense to you. You just heard it and it made sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean.
Now, I don't know the man up the top on the right. I don't know you.
Hi, Catherine. My name is Rich Bonanno. I'm from Northern California.
Oh, yes, I do know you. Now you mentioned your name. I know your name because you subscribed to my channel yesterday or the day before.
Well, a little bit ago. Yes, I did. Yeah, so you got something going on tomorrow at.
Yes.
So I looked on. You're like 9 hours ahead of us or something. Tomorrow plus 9 hours or something. Whatever it is.
So when it's Sunday night there, when I have my live show, it'll be morning here.
Okay.
It'll be morning Monday and Sunday night for you guys.
Where do you live in Australia?
Victoria, Australia, right down the bottom.
It's funny. Want to know something really interesting? I don't know if it's I have an exchange student that's from Victoria, Australia. I'm pretty sure she just came to my class. Wouldn't it be interesting if you knew her?
Yeah.
That'd be so weird. Her name is Tess. You know, a 16-year-old girl.
I don't know any Tess.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. How you going, Tim?
Good. How are you tonight, Kath?
Yeah, pretty good. Getting ideas for my show tomorrow, but I've already got an idea of what I want to do to begin with, and I hope some of you can make it because it was supposed to be for after the conference, like a chat for after it's finished and everything. So I thought I'd do that yesterday or the day before, whenever I created it. Yeah.
So Ace, you didn't get a chance to see any of the conference, I guess, really today. Huh?
Yeah, I did tonight. Your tonight, which was my morning. I got to see the live then. I saw Martin and Wes, and I was talking to you in it. Remember, Tim?
Yeah. Ace, you didn't catch any of it, eh? No. Ace is being quiet.
I missed out.
There we go.
I was asleep for most of the conference because it's afternoon and then it's early morning, for us. So, yeah.
What time is it right now in Victoria?
12:13 p.m. I've just had something to eat. I saw your show and I thought, wow, it actually works with me this time.
Did you say 12:30 a.m.?
PM.
PM. Okay.
It's lunchtime.
Oh, beautiful! I got it. I got you.
Yeah.
So you're like 14 hours ahead of me.
I don't know. Have you just calculated it?
Well, if you use your iPhone, you can see it right there. Where is it?
Yeah. Don't have an iPhone.
See, Sydney?
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Yep. We've got Sydney time. It's the same as our time.
Yeah, that's what it came up there. So you're going to have, when are you going to broadcast your time?
So it'll be Sunday night for you, and then 10:30 a.m. in the morning for me tomorrow.
Okay, 10:30 a.m. Okay, good, got it.
Oh yeah. So I just want to ask real quick for Eastern, not Eastern, but I live in the Midwest and Rich lives in California, correct?
Yes.
All right. So time may be different because I'm like, I don't know how
Yeah,
many years
yes.
overweight. So how
Yeah.
would that be from Australia's
So,
time to
some of you will be like 7 p.m. and some of you will be 8 p.m. and everything. But if you hit the notification on my page or whatever, get notified, and
Right.
you'll know when it's coming up. I'm not sure, like your time zone, Brett. I think it might be 7 p.m. for you. Yeah, I sort of know certain states of what it is because I've just worked it out and everything from other people anyway. So
Oh. If you worked it out from Michael Knotts is not Michael Knotts isn't even a state away. He's like a city away from me, basically. So
yeah, it
if
should
if
be
you know
like
Michael
7.
Knotts, then it should be like, you know.
I think it should be like 7 p.m. for you, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that. I'm not
No
really
worries.
100%
Hey,
sure.
Catherine.
I could search it up, I guess.
Yes. Hi, Ace.
Hi. Is there anything we can quote you on? Come on, I need a quote.
I've run out of quotes for today, Ace.
Oh, I have your notifications on either way. I have your notifications.
Oh, that's good.
So I should.
All right. So,
Well,
what have we been talking about? What did I miss?
Not too much. It's just kind of getting together now.
Yeah.
You were here for Brett's testimony, right?
Yeah.
A little bit.
And then there was Rich's testimony as well.
Yeah.
And Nick's.
I missed that. But I can listen back later anyway.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you're just kind of getting used to this platform, and basically that's it. Just saying hi. I'm just checking in, saying hi, and doing the best I can. It's hard to keep up with everything, with everybody doing different things, but do the best we can.
Yeah.
A lot of channels have started up in the last couple of weeks. Got Greg's, got Dale's, myself.
Yeah. I checked out Dale's YouTube the other day. It was yesterday that I checked it out, and I watched some of the live shows. Oh, there's only one live show, wasn't there? So check that one out.
Yeah.
I didn't watch all of it. Just watched little bits and pieces of it.
I should start a live tomorrow now that I'm starting to think on it. Sorry about if I spoke out loud. Sorry.
So,
My name's Tim, by the way, Rich.
Pardon me?
My name's Tim.
Tim, well, yeah, Norm told me about you.
Yeah. He speaks about you quite often.
He says you're a great guy. You know what? This is just cool. It's just cool that we're all in this together. We're just learning the best we can. I'm amazed that I've been on my own for so long, and listen to Martin. Martin's helped me out a lot. You know what I mean? And all the brothers and sisters have helped me out a lot. But you come up with these what you're thinking, and you're way out compared to Christian standards, and then you come across the body of Christ, and like God's showing us all the same things. So it's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to get everybody he chose, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. See, so you think we're all excited. We're seeing what's happening in the world to see what's going on. September 27th. I mean this September, and then you got October, and you got market crashing, and you got stuff happening in the U.S. and
people still being scared of the scamdemic.
Yeah.
All that.
Oh, because
This
I
is
work
all
at a grocery
haywire.
store. I can't believe how scared some of these people are. They will not take that dirty thing off their face. I'm like, they're going to get a bacterial infection. That's what I keep thinking. They're going to give themselves a bacterial infection. They need to take that silly thing off their face. I want to see their actual face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like people don't want to show their faces anymore. They're like scared. They're so scared.
Yeah, it's been
It-
crazy, isn't it?
It's ridiculous. The spirit of fear is so rampant. The adversary is doing a really good job at making humans scared.
We know that our God is doing a great job because He's in charge of everything, all of God.
He's in charge of
Catherine,
the
what is it
adversary
like
too.
in Australia? Is it pretty locked down a lot? So,
No,
Most.
it's very laid back now.
I feel like they're gonna go hard next year, even worse.
You
This
still
is
get
just a
people,
calm.
you still get people wearing masks and stuff though. Still get people doing that, but we don't have to wear. Oh, did I say a wrong word?
I just call what I call them. I call them compliance muzzle.
I hope I didn't get caught out for saying that. I said a word, Tim.
Just call them compliance muzzles or face diapers.
Oh well. I forgot
I
what
call
was
them compliance muzzles because that's exactly what they are.
but we don't have to wear them here.
They have nothing to do with
Oh,
safety.
good,
They have
good.
fully to do
Maybe
with
so.
being compliant in an evil system.
Not anymore. We don't. We
Oof.
did have to.
Oh, good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, so it's sort of like lots laid back now. So that's
You just
good.
need to be careful with the pokes because that's what took the fatal blow to my brother Jack. So you need to be careful with those. Those aren't something to mess with. Just to warn everybody. They are not something to play around with. It is not just an innocent little thing. It is a big deal. Because that is what ended Jack. So, the poke, that thing. The thing that they're trying to force into everybody.
Yeah.
Is that true, Catherine?
I heard that they cut the electricity at scheduled times there. Yes or no?
Yeah, they do in California. California's a terrible place what they're
No.
doing to that. 'Cause they're ran by not very nice people that run California.
Are they cutting electricity in California, Rich?
No.
Yeah, how are you supposed to charge your
we're-
$80,000 Tesla if there's no electricity?
Yeah, well, we're I don't think there's any safe places around here, but we're here.
California's turning into a dump. That's what I've heard. LA and Palm Beach, all these places, they're absolute dumps. I've seen videos of it. This world it's accelerating fast.
Yeah,
The
well,
actual
I live in a nice little community, Northern California. It's very nice,
How do you afford it? The houses there are like $500,000 a piece.
Well, we didn't buy it when they were $500,000 a piece.
I mean, I can't afford any house. They're so expensive. Something's going on. I mean, I can't afford $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. I don't want to be in debt for 30, 40, 50, 60 years. No way. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be in all that debt. I don't even want to be in this system, period.
Ace, you're all quiet. Ace is quiet. Very quiet. I'm not sure I've seen you this quiet before.
Hey, so I just started watching your program. I really enjoy it. Thank you.
Oh yeah. What do you like about it?
Well, you're just chill and people. I'm just talking. I've only watched a few programs, so it's just a nice little platform. I think people you gotta have time for your program, and you just gotta kick back and chill. Which and when I first look at your setup there, and you got 5 hours or 3 hours, like, oh, I can't listen to this guy. I don't have 5 hours, But I do catch up on a few things, and it's great. So I just watched a few of them. I really enjoyed it. I liked Greg's talk today about before I think it was before Martin's, or I don't know if it's before Martin. No, maybe separately too, but it was really good.
Greg's a lovely fellow.
Yeah.
Who's that?
That's what I'm wondering. Hello?
Well,
Hey!
Norman,
What a fun surprise.
Norman, you're up late, buddy.
Yeah. I just
He's
thought
going
I'd
for a smoke.
I just thought I'd pop into the apartment where I got lights on so you can see me, because now I'm outside on the gallery having a smoke.
I can't see you.
Well,
So
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you missed it. I was talking good stuff about you.
Yeah. Well.
We were talking about you. No, we weren't.
I was talking about
Well,
him.
every time I go out for a smoke, I always got to listen to a video or look at a live show, and I couldn't help this because I think history is made today because we got Rich Bonanno on screen in the group. Love to see you there, Rich.
Hey,
And
thanks.
you too, Catherine and Brett, Nick.
Yeah.
I don't often speak to all you guys at the same time.
No,
Oh.
that's what I was thinking. I've never spoken to you, Nick, and I've never spoken to Rich before, but I've spoken to everybody else.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I
I've at least been on Catherine's show once or twice.
Yeah. I think twice.
I've watched her
Maybe
shows.
so.
I've watched a couple of them.
I'm saving
Better than
the
enough.
Pioneer for last. Hi, Ace.
Hey, buddy.
Good to see you on this show.
Hey, Ace and Norm, you guys look
We
great.
should make a habit of this and go on everybody's shows.
Yeah.
Hey,
come
I
to
might
my
be
show
joining
tomorrow.
Hey, Ace, you look like you could be Norm. We can't see you. You're part of the
Right.
visible and invisible. And Ace, you look like you could be an alien with your glasses shining.
His eyes look glowy.
Are
They
you
are.
sure you're here?
Oh, there we go. Good to see him.
No, I'm
Actually,
out on
but
the
he's
gallery. It's dark outside.
It's kind of creepy, his eyes.
Yeah, right.
It's good to know autumn is
Just
on its
wait till
way.
I start talking, and then you'll know I'm really creepy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Great
while you're
to
on-
you.
Grace.
It's crazy. It's almost been a whole year since I lost Jack. It's almost been a whole year now.
Yeah, tell us what's going on. Is Jack your brother?
Yeah, he is. He's my identical twin brother.
And what happened?
He had a pulmonary embolism
Oh.
From
only 6 months after he took his poke.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
I don't know. It's amazing it hasn't gotten me yet. I don't know how much longer I have because my dad forced me to take 2 pokes as well. So I don't know how long I have.
Well, I'll tell you what though, Nick. Here's a story that I think. I have my brother-in-law who's a believer. He took the poke and he's fine. And I think God's got a plan. If the poke is not above God.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah,
I agree that this poke can't be is not as powerful. The Christians don't think so. The Christians think the poke can send you to eternal hell.
Right, but I'm just telling you, for you, God's got
I
a plan.
think God figured a way to give me one of the dud ones, not the ones that can actually kill you. I think he gave me 2 duds. 2, because I figured out, I looked at a video, there's actually different levels of these pokes. They're not all the same. There's something called Was My Batch Bad? I think it was a website called Is My Batch Bad? And that it tells you that they're not all the same. There's different intensities. There's full strength, there's like weaker, and then there's just a dud, saline. I could have possibly just got the two salines. It's possible, very possible, that it could be doing
I'll tell
nothing
you,
at all.
Much agreed with you, Anthony. Much
Nick,
agreed.
Yes, Anthony. Yes, sounds good. Thank you. Hey, we
Well,
got
I'm
to be really
trying
careful what we
to.
say.
Just try not to. You
Yes,
just
be
don't
careful
use the
what we-
words.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hey,
Sometimes
guys, I
I
gotta
just call
go.
it
I
the
just want to
venom.
say hi to everybody, and maybe Catherine, I might be able to join your show
Yeah,
tomorrow.
that'd be good. That'd be good
Okay.
if you do.
good
Okay,
night.
nice
Start
meeting
calling
everybody.
it venom.
Good
See
night.
ya.
Love you, Rich.
Yeah, love you too.
Nice to
I
meet you,
like
Rich.
to call it the
Thank you.
venom.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, that's
And
another
Timmy
name
can
I
come
give
back
to
in.
that's another name I give to the pokes. I call them the venom because that's what they are.
Yeah.
I call them the venom because it does what snake venom does. Poison.
Well,
It
me and Nick
envenomates
probably
you.
saw the same videos because Nick is right. They do call it, the real name is the venom.
Yes, I will
It
agree
does
with
exactly
both
what
of you on
snake
this.
venom does. It damages your blood cells and it causes your blood to literally turn into gel. I've seen videos of them removing entire giant clots out of people. These things are nasty. These are an attack on humanity. Is what's going on.
So about the blood.
What
Does
got
blood have
Jack?
anything to do with breathing?
That's
Because
exactly what got Jack. That blood clotted in his lungs, so he basically couldn't get any more air. So, which caused his physical body to die, and the spirit, went back to God, and the soul went out
of
like a light
course.
bulb filament, just like a light bulb filament breaking. It's just like that. The
The
I
light,
will say
antidote.
I'm sorry about your brother again.
the
I will say
filament
that.
broke, which is basically what happened. The filament broke. The filament failed. The light went out. That is exactly what it is. And the spirit can't flow anymore. See, the filament. Like a light bulb. The spirit of God is like electricity. Because I know it's Scott is the one who gave that analogy. And it's like the perfect analogy. It makes
So,
sense.
Scott.
If the bulb is broken, no light. If the electricity is not flowing, there's no light. If the bulb isn't there, there's no light. All three have to be there to have light or life.
The antidote lies in the horse because they're doing anti-venoms and antidotes using, I think, blood from horses. They're working on that right now
Yeah,
because
but
a
is it
horse.
for that venom? Yeah, the
Yeah.
venom you can get from
I
starts
don't
with an
know.
F.
I think
They're
I
going to
do
try
think
and
that the venom had something to do with my mom as well. So
Well, I know it
that's much
definitely
as I'll
dealt with.
say.
Oh, it's making my mom's dad have issues. It's causing my dad to have issues. I mean, this could be one of the the Black Horse Rider event kind of thing.
yeah.
If this isn't stopped.
But before I do want to say yes. What I know about this venom thing, definitely, I could agree with what you and Norman both said about this. But looking back on everything, I think that definitely had something to do with my own mom. So, with and I'm sorry about your brother. You will see your brother again. We'll see all our loved ones again, definitely, in time.
Exactly. Just focus on that, right? Like
Yeah,
this world is not for us. If you keep
exactly.
the
I guess
mind in
this world
absolute and think more, in the spirit.
this world wasn't for Jack either. I mean, he enjoyed his Pokemon and his video games and all that, and he liked animals and stuff like that. So he liked some stuff of the world, but he had lots of stuff that he enjoyed. But I feel like, that new Earth's going to be absolutely amazing for him.
Exactly. Just focus on the happy stuff or the good stuff. There's too much negative stuff in the world to really just focus on.
Great point, Ace.
That's why I always just focus on my steam locomotive drawings, steam locomotives, and God's mighty plan, and
Exactly.
steamships.
For me, I can't draw as good, so I just make notes. So I do
Do
understand.
some pretty nice steam locomotive drawings, and maybe one day I'll be able to either build models of these machines, better drawings, or the actual thing. That would be nice.
Martin said his big hero was Mark Twain today, and I rummaged through one of my sketchbooks and I got a picture of I drew of him. So perhaps I'll send it to Martin if I can get his info from somebody or
I'll
something.
move forward with this. Have my water. Oh yeah, I remember Martin saying that that Mark Twain was definitely his hero as well. I remember him saying that in a video, to be specific.
Wondering what Jack would think when he's resurrected. I wonder what his first words are going to be.
I think something along the lines of wow.
Where am I? What happened? I was just in my room going to bed. Where am I now? What is this?
Well,
Same experience for everyone, right? Eyes
I'm
closed.
wondering if I could explain to him. I wonder if I'm going to be there to explain everything to him.
much agreed. Like death is likened to sleep for a reason, definitely.
Instant. It's like teleporting through time.
Yeah, it's like
Dude,
one
that's when
minute you go to
didn't
sleep,
Mar-
next
was it
minute you're
Martin
like,
or
boom.
someone made that reference? That's like teleporting through time.
Nice image, by the way.
Oh, I
It's
like
like
that.
time travel. It's like time
Yeah,
travel.
it's like time travel. It's instant.
Exactly like that, because you like die and then you like a blink of an eye and you're like alive again.
10 trillion years
Exactly.
went by and you have no clue.
Yeah,
It's like
That is
suspended
weird.
animation, but you're not suspended.
of course. Definitely could see the parallels with that.
He's going to wonder, where is he? Well, the first thing he's going to think is, where am I? He's going to want to look for me. That's going to be the first thing he's going to be looking for. So I'm going to be the first one he's going to be hunting for. So hopefully I'll be the first one there to go meet him. Hopefully.
Yeah.
That'll be very important.
sure
And
you
I'm the
will
first
be.
one he encounters. He's got to have something familiar. And I'm something familiar. He
I
sees
gotta
me,
get
I
going,
can tell
boys.
him what's going on.
You gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Thanks for dropping in, Ace.
Nice to
I
see
gave
you,
you
Ace.
a wrench, by the way, for future.
It's not going to be a mystery.
Say that again.
I gave you a wrench.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
special.
You are special, Ace.
Now I can kick Dale out of here.
That was quite the
Oh, yeah.
show the other day, eh?
Yes, it was.
Wow.
It's got over 1,000 views already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw that.
Anthony was saying there was over 100 people watching at one point, and he
Huh.
made the note that perhaps that's the biggest ever gathering of the body in history.
Uh-huh.
I'd have to agree. I mean, we do have to count the people that didn't make it, the people that were, excuse me. Like Seth said, we were there in spirit, right? Agree?
Absolutely,
All right,
absolutely.
definitely.
I might as well have been there myself.
Yeah, I literally felt like I was part of the whole thing, even though I wasn't physically there.
Yeah. No, it was a very exciting day for
It was
me.
great. I was been part of that great event while also putting shopping carts away
I
and
was
checking
asleep.
customer bathrooms.
I was asleep when you were like talking to Martin. I couldn't make it. Yeah, I had to have my sleep.
We were with the first
Oh,
Well,
live
that's
stream.
very
I kinda
true. You got to have your
overslept.
sleep. I hate mornings.
I kind of overslept during my morning, so by the time I joined the first live,
See,
conference,
Yay.
so-
Thanks so much.
oh yeah,
A milestone on my new channel.
definitely. I definitely say you definitely made some progress, Rasma, or Tim. I'm sorry. Oh yeah. So
Yeah, Brett, just to let you know, this channel's basically intended just for Body of Christ members, so we can get together. We don't gotta be guarding us from anybody trying to poop on our ice cream from
Yeah.
limitarians and stuff.
that's a new analogy.
So yeah, it's so we can all just assemble together. It's like I might be the proprietor or whatever, but it's not about me. It's about us all being able to get together and grow in our understanding of our wondrous God. Like there's no words of how incredible He is. So
That's what always, whenever I'm driving to work, I'm always thinking about, oh my gosh, this amazing thing that created us. And Jack's going to see Him one day. Not the Father, of course, but he's going to see Christ one day. I mean, I wonder if that's going to be the first thing Jack's going to see. He's going to be like, what is that? It's amazing. He's just going to be drawn in by this amazing, this amazing person right in front of him. The most wonderful person he would ever see in front of him. And he's just like, oh my gosh. He's not even going to know what happened. He's going to be like, this is just absolutely amazing. That's what I think the Great White Thrones can be like. So Great White Throne not the
And
dark, evil
I
throne.
reckon the body of Christ will be there at the Great White Throne.
I got an idea of that.
I'd
also.
say that we'd have to be there for one, definitely.
Yeah, I think we'll be part of the judging others.
I do too.
Great White Throne is not. I don't think it's anything for anyone to be scared of.
Yeah.
It's something actually. It's actually a good thing.
Not at all. I was a real troublemaker through my life, so I've gotten in a real lot of trouble. So I'm a professional at that. And I can tell you, to have somewhat, it's relative, but to have somewhat righteous judgment. So like, my teachers hated me, blah, blah, blah. And you'd go to a new environment and be dealing with somebody, you'd get in trouble. And they would deal with you they'd really ask, what happened? They'd really want to get the honesty of what happened out. And going through that, even as a kid getting in trouble, it gave me a sense of peace to know that this individual judging me is being honest about it and not so much prejudgmental in that. And even if you did get in trouble in the end, it was a relief to have righteous judgment. And I think that's how it's going to be with judgment, right?
Yeah. Excuse me. My back. Sorry, but I noticed a pattern for a lot of members in the body of Christ. I noticed a pattern. The world, or the people that judge us, think the people that judge us basically just judge us off of appearance. That's one common denominator. Another thing is that a lot of us were called in. A lot of us were called out of, like. I know that.
We gotta add.
We lost all.
Yeah, we lost.
Somebody's volume is right.
No, sorry. Let's everybody try muting themselves. I'll try first.
Oh. Did you just mute yourself, Brett?
Yep, that was a test.
Okay.
All right, Nick, if you can try that. Let's see who's echoing. Okay.
I'm turning down
Is
my
that
volume.
going still?
Doesn't seem like it.
No. Nick's the culprit. I'll turn him back on though.
All right.
Well, I'm going to go too, Tim, but I thought
Okay.
I'd come in for a bit and say hello and everything to
Yeah.
everybody.
Well, thanks
So-
for dropping in, Kath, and we'll all be watching your show tomorrow. So, are you going to watch the conference and then just start your show right after it, type of idea? Or?
Well, it'll be whatever time that I've set it for.
Okay,
So,
okay.
I'm
'Cause
not going to do it straight after the conference, but
Yeah,
it'll
I
be
think-
after the conference on the same day that they've had the conference.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. And
Yeah, I
I
should post
I
something
imagine
tomorrow
they'll
as well.
wrap it up a little bit earlier tomorrow.
I should be
What's
posting
that?
something.
I imagine they'll wrap it up a little bit earlier tomorrow.
Mm,
You,
I'm not
usually,
sure.
Hey.
usually conferences on the last day, it's a bit shorter, right? Of any conference. So we'll see.
Well, it was good that they did the conference at night time as well. Like I thought they would, but I wasn't sure, and I was waiting around for them to come back live. So that's good. I got to see some live.
There we go. Switch to the iPad. Maybe that'll stop the echoing.
Yeah,
it
seems a lot better.
Did it get rid of the echoing? I
Yeah.
switched to
Say
my
so?
phone. to
All
the
right.
iPad, so
Well, I'm off to the shops.
Can't wait to see you live. Can't wait to see you live, Catherine.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Thanks a lot.
yeah. See you later.
See ya.
How
So
do I get out of here? Oh yeah, okay. I forgot.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick you out. How's that?
I should know. I've had my
You
own
could-
show.
You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave.
Exactly.
All right, see ya.
Welcome.
Oh, yeah. So, excuse me. As I was saying, I think the one of the biggest things I find is that in the case of one of the things I find that the common denominator in the body of Christ is that we all have passions that we were called out of to be in the truth. Martin wanted to do, excuse me. Martin wanted to do writing books, and I wanted to do music, and I got called out of doing music, and Martin got called out of writing book. Well, not completely. He's got books out for the body of Christ, but he got called out of writing books for a living. Excuse me. And I got called out of doing music. I mean, I still make music, but it's not, I don't, I basically make it for fun now. So another thing is when you look at a member in the body of Christ, you people don't know that who the members in the body of Christ are,
Oh, like
So when you look at a member, or when anyone looks at a member, it's first of all, a random person on the street wouldn't know what the members, what the body of Christ is. A lot of Christians don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Second of all, we don't seem like we would know the truth. I'm gonna just say we don't seem like we would know the truth, but we do.
Well,
Like Martin Zenderson said once, "I'm just a random guy just talking in his car."
Well, Brett, you're a fellow who's diagnosed with autism, yet you're one of the wisest people in the entire face of the planet.
Oh yeah.
Right?
I mean, I'm not saying, I know that, but
the biggest truth you understand, right? Everybody's the fundamental question: why are we here? Who made us? Blah blah blah, and you know it all, right?
Yeah.
They sound smarter than us, but they have zero knowledge that's of any importance.
Oh yeah.
It reminds me
some slack in that regard, because I do know the truth like you guys do. I mean, and of course it's not of myself. I mean, and I'll just say this again. I'm gonna quote Seth again. I didn't choose, I'll paraphrase, but I didn't choose for the truth to make sense to me. I just heard it and there it went.
There you go, spitting wisdom again, right?
Yeah.
It just came to me one day. I didn't do anything. Just a YouTube video got recommended for me, and that's how it started.
Yeah.
A Martin.
And once you're in, you can't get out. There's nothing you do to kick yourself out. There's nothing you can do for God to want to kick you out.
That really does tell me it's of God. The fact that a random video on YouTube that I clicked, and that is what got me to the truth. It's all of God. There is none of our involvement. Any of it.
How long after hearing it did you actually believe it, Nick?
Oh, believed it pretty quick. Now, it took me a while to believe that I was actually in the body of Christ.
Right.
But to believe the truth, I believed it pretty much immediately in 2016. It took about a couple months, probably by October of 2016.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's that's really amazing.
So 6 years for you.
I mean, 2015 was a rough year. That's when I had the dread of the eternal torment.
You about got the truth around the same time as me, Nick.
I was gonna say you were around 2016 too, weren't you, Brett?
Of course, yeah. Actually, yes.
I'm a late bloomer. I didn't figure it. God never showed it to me till about 2018. So.
But at least you got the truth, of course.
Hey, he's not missing anybody, is he?
Nope, not at all.
And we're not getting anybody. We got to cut him slack, right? We're not getting anybody who isn't chosen either, right?
Exactly.
If they weren't pre-chosen, we ain't making them understand. Right?
Yeah, you're not going to make them.
No. Try removing God's eyes or God's hands over somebody's eyes. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Right. So that they're not stupid. right? They're just
Blinded.
Blinded.
right?
Yeah.
Made stubborn.
Intentionally blinded.
Locked up together in stubbornness.
And they will, in one day, be our brothers and sisters, and we'll love them greatly, greater than we even understand love now, right?
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah, just can't wait to see Jack again. That's
I
Not
feel you
gonna be a-
on that. I
gonna
can't
be
wait
a
to see my
while.
mother again.
Yeah.
but hopefully I'll have a lot ready for him when he comes back.
All of our loved ones.
Yeah.
I should have plenty prepared.
Now's the time for
Jack.
me to think on what I should do for my mother.
I was thinking it'd be cool
As
to
you
build
get
a
older,
giant.
the list gets longer and longer.
Oh
Thinking
yeah.
of building Jack a giant island, like a giant island inside of a glass bowl that has its own like ocean around it. There's like a tropical island inside of a big levitating bowl that can go anywhere on the earth. That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
It'd be like his version of a private jet.
Yes,
Literally
much
be an
agreed.
island inside of a bowl from like if you've ever played the game Super Mario Galaxy, there was actually something from there. It was a bowl that's in the air, in the sky, full of water and sand.
Haven't played it, but I've seen videos.
Look at it, it's called the Beach Bowl Galaxy. But I was thinking to make something like that for Jack, but way bigger.
Oh yeah.
One that's actually got an island with like a forest and stuff on it. It's a tall mountain. That would be cool. And it'd have like a huge house on the very top that he could invite everybody over to.
This
Why-
is the first
why-
thought that
Why am I picturing SpongeBob?
I don't know.
I think I know why.
Because the island in SpongeBob, yeah. Except this would be a much bigger island. It'd be a huge, big, tall island.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it'd have tons of like cool stuff on it for Jack to enjoy.
Oh yeah.
And he loved fish and stuff that's in the ocean, so it'd be full of fish and lobsters and crabs and every creature you can imagine.
Sponges?
Inside of its waters.
I think I got an idea from my mom. I'm gonna make and like okay, let me try to paint you a picture. So, you know, Erasmo or Tim, do you like? I'm pretty sure you probably know this. Like, if not from one of my YouTube videos, from at least a conversation. But I remember saying in one of my YouTube videos, I'm a fan of anime. I think I might make an.
Yeah.
Well, since how I want to be the CEO of anime, or maybe like a major producer of it, or something like that. I don't know, but I think I'm gonna make my mom a special anime, something cool.
Whatever we're doing, it's going to be incredible. Like I'm a big fisherman guy, but whether we'll ever fish again, I don't know. But whatever he has in store for us will most certainly make up for whatever
Yeah,
desire we have on this earth.
exactly.
Yeah, like I could definitely.
I mean,
plenty of steam locomotives.
there is a reason.
It's got to be a whole different game.
I think so. We're going to have a different body too, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, I do I want a Porsche? Why would I want a Porsche? I could go much faster than a Porsche, right? So
Exactly.
Probably just for the experience of driving one. It's the
Also,
experience. It's not just I can go faster.
it's
It's the
kind of fleshly
experience, not the
experiences, though.
Actual thing itself. It's the
It's-
experience.
It's like
My
the
opinion,
it's
I'd like
it's
the
it's
experience of running a steam locomotive. Just the experience, the smells, the sounds. The
I
It's
do
like the
see- I do see
experience-
both your-
like
both
the
your points are
experience
valid.
of riding a tricycle.
experience
Yeah.
of
Both
like,
your-
actually being in the cab of one of those.
That's a
things.
perfect
I can
statement.
actually-
What a perfect analogy. I have to write that one down. Oh,
I will say, both you guys' both Nick's and you two's guys' both your points are valid. I will say that.
I drew plenty of steam locomotives.
Another
These are my
thing I
engines
want to
right
say,
here.
like, honestly, I think, well, let me just start off by saying this. There's a reason why I made a video, Why Dreams Come True in the Celestials. there's a reason why Toddle did that. And I do think both you guys could be right. It could be a mixture of both ideas. But even if we could imagine it, regardless of whether we can imagine it or not, God can basically do better than what we could ever think.
Exactly. Exactly.
Excuse me. So whatever we come up with in our mind, whatever we come up with at all, God's gonna outdo that by far. So I'll say that.
We're wishing for $1 million, and he's gonna give us $1 trillion.
Basically. If you,
Oh, no,
if
I
you
still,
want
I
to-
think
you
I'll
want to do it
still
like
want
that,
to
yeah.
make models of these locomotives, make little tiny, very, very detailed models of these engines. I know I'll do that. I'll make my own models of these. I'll make like either really massive models or little ones that I can, give people.
Oh yeah.
Our imaginations are a speck compared to what he has in store for us.
Exactly.
And he
I mean,
got me drawing
definitely.
these steam engines. These specific locomotives are pretty interesting.
Oh,
It would
cool.
be cool to see them actually in actual material, and you can actually walk up to one.
Oh, you got
Look
a
at it.
lot more than you used to, Nick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Look like you added more. Nice.
You've been busy.
I've been busy having to complete the Zezonic Northern Railroad locomotive types. There's a lot. I still got more
Oh,
to
yeah.
go, but this is pretty good for now. This one, look at this one. It's just massive. This sucker's huge. This has got to
What's
be
it-
one of my favorites. It's just massive. Freight
Real quick
locomotive.
question for Dale. What is your
Go ahead.
profile picture?
It's it's something that's up in the sky.
Looks like a mouth. Looks like a face.
It kind of looks like something you'd find at the bottom of the ocean.
I
Kind
thought
of.
it was a
I'm
monster
sorry, but
face.
it
It's
kinda
some
looks like-
monster. Yeah, something like some ghost monster or something.
for me, it looks like something you'd find at the bottom of the ocean. But
What are
does.
you questioning about? Oh,
What is
My-
Dale's
the
profile
avatar
picture?
thing.
My avatar.
Yeah.
I mean, I have an avatar.
Do
too,
you?
When
Okay,
did
you got.
UFOs?
Okay, do you guys
I don't have
remember?
one on here. How do I add one?
I'll show you
I
later.
did have one. I had a steam locomotive on there, but it disappeared.
Do you?
Whatever you did
do,
to go do it, try it again, definitely. But
do,
I'll teach you. But yeah, sorry.
do you guys remember the Revelation 12 sign?
September
know,
of 2017.
Right.
And then we had the eclipse in August of 2017. And they said there's
Well-
another eclipse coming in 2024.
Well,
I remember seeing the eclipse in 2017.
I was at the airport when that one happened.
on Google Sky. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When people were looking at that constellation, somebody saw something that was above and to the left of it, and there was a big hubbub about it. And I don't know if it's just made up or if it's real. I don't know what it is, but if you put in the coordinates for that thing, which is what that avatar is, if you put in the coordinates for it,
Face.
Google's, well, it's apparently an arrangement of stars or something, apparently. But anyway, if you go there now and put in the coordinates for it, which I don't know what the coordinates are, but if you were to do that, Google Sky would not show it to you. They have they have it blocked out.
They don't want you to know.
Of course they do.
Or they're trying to make a bigger deal out of it than it really is. You know,
Right.
trying to make everybody talk. Ooh, it's a big secret thing that they blocked out. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I just thought it was interesting, so I snagged it.
Yeah.
I get you.
Look at that. That's your. That's the back head of locomotive number 3940. That's the back head. That's not where you control it from. A lot of
Wow.
stuff on that.
Driving from the back like a dragster, huh?
Now that's the back of the boiler where the engineer and firemen are. That's all the controls. You know, you see how on this Yeah, here's that locomotive right here. Here it is. You're right looking here, and you're looking this way.
Okay.
You were looking right. It's like you're back here, and you're looking this direction, looking forward. And that is what you see. The back end. Remember, 3940 is right there. It's also massive. 3940 is huge. Of course, my favorite is 5213. This is 5213. The mint green beauty. Mint green beauty.
Quite an attention to detail.
I think I would love to make a model of this exact locomotive. A like super detailed and extremely accurate detailed model that's the exact color, and it would be number 5213. And it has a little number plate under the running board. It's named Hillendale. It's known as Hillendale. The name of that engine. Each one of these
Over
5200
hill and
class
dale.
engines has a name. Each one has a name. They named them all. Just these 5200 engines. This one's named Hillendale. This is one of my favorites. It has to be. I did this one last year, back in October. You see it? Notice it's like a mint green color.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like that mint green ice cream, like mint chocolate chip ice cream color. That's what it's supposed to be.
Hey, everybody knows what a hill is. Does everybody know what a dale is?
Hillendale. That's the name of the city where these locations
Dale is
run.
a small town, is it not? Other than yourself?
Hillendale, where these locomotives run, Hillendale's a pretty major city. Where the Zezonic Northern Railroad, it's one of their giant hubs. It's the most eastern hub.
Dale is a word used for a small valley.
Here it is.
Okay.
It's right there.
So if you go
see
over, if you march
there it
over hills and over dales,
There it is.
you go over the
Hillendale's
hills
the most
and
northern city where
and the
Zezonic
valleys.
Railroad runs.
Right. You're going.
This
Yeah.
is the whole operating region of the Zezonic Northern Railroad. This portion, this entire portion is their operating range. And this is the Zezonic Plains. This is where they mine ore where the big pad locomotives mine ore. Across here, the Zezonic Plains. That is where those giant steam locomotives run, and there's a mountain range here they got to go through. It's the Zezon, that's why they call it the Zezonic Northern, because the Zezonic Plains. Now, this is a map that I drew back in 2018. This is the world where the steam locomotives run. I don't know why I made this map, but it showed up. But possibly this could be a map of that area of the Celestial Realm. Possibly. Could actually be that area. This is what it could look like. That Celestial Realm portion. So interesting. I got this map. That's where the steam locomotives run.
Look.
Where all those big steam locomotives run. It's a fictional place.
People
things run.
get ready. There's a train a coming.
Oh, yeah, you'll see. And these things don't burn coal either. They burn a special type of fuel. They burn something called diatomic medney fuel, which burns dark blue.
Coast to coast.
Burns pretty hot, up to 3,500 degrees on some of these locomotives.
All you need is
that high?
faith.
Oh, it burns that high. Yeah, when you got.
Are you sure?
It's diatomic medney fuel. It can burn that hot. It's not regular coal.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about presently.
In these locomotives, they burn diatomic medney fuel up to 3,500 degrees in these locomotives. Well, I know in that J3, yeah, it easily reaches 3,500 degrees in this locomotive. Not uncommon. Not uncommon to see 3,800, 4,000 degree fires in that firebox. That locomotive can reach 98 miles an hour with a 12-car train. Average is 92.
That technology isn't available now, though, is it?
What, steam locomotives?
Oh,
They had 'em
I
50,
know
they had 'em
steam
67
locomotives, but the 3,500 degree things you're talking about.
No, those are my fictional locomotives.
Okay.
Those are my
Yeah.
parallel dimension where they run.
I'm a gas fitter, so those numbers were driving my brain crazy.
No, they're fictional. These are my locomotives in my world where they run, which
Okay.
these possibly could be real one day.
Because in the hundreds of degrees, if it's pressurized, water will explode bigger than any bomb you can imagine.
Well, yeah, well, that's what the
Before they
boiler contains, all that
Before
pressure.
they
And you
had
pipe it to the
safety
cylinder.
valves,
Well, it's a steam
before they had
locomotive. You pipe all the pressure, and then you pipe it to the cylinders to move the pistons, to move the valve, to move the wheels. It's a controlled expansion of the steam in the cylinders.
yeah, but before they had safety valves on
Yeah,
hot
they would
water
explode.
heaters, they were blowing up entire buildings.
Yeah,
and,
they were
and like
blowing
a
them up because there were no
5-story
safety
building
valves on.
from the boiler in the basement would be demolished
It
just
demolished
from
one of
one
these
hot
blew
water
up.
heater going off.
Yeah,
Wow.
if this 5213 blew up at one of the stations, everything in the vicinity would be destroyed. If
Yeah.
this 5213 exploded, it wouldn't happen. It would have to be a serious failure to cause 5213 to blow up.
We won't have there's no such thing as failure.
No. When I build these things in the celestial realm, they'll be perfect. They will be so well built. I don't think I'll even have to outshop them. And the bearings will be perfect. I could probably with that, I could probably do 400, 500 miles an hour on one of those. If I built one in the celestial realm, I could probably go 400, 500 miles an hour. The bearings will be so good.
I bet I can move faster than that myself.
Well, it's the experience and the enjoyment of watching that thing shoot by, and the smells and the sounds, not
Sure.
the fact that you're moving. Yeah, you
Yeah.
could do it. It's the fact that you're in this cab at that backhead, looking down that boiler, watching the tracks go by, blowing that whistle, ringing the bell, letting all the people see that thing shoot by, and just the enjoyment, the ground shaking, the sounds, the smells. It's that's what it's about. When you see one,
Why don't you work on a railroad now, man? Sounds like that would be
steam
your
locomotives,
dream job.
they don't use any steam locomotives.
Well,
And
you
have to,
but
and you have to
but
know a
what-
bunch of math and stuff, and I can't memorize that crap.
You
At
can
all.
make a small steam engine,
They're so expensive. I
You
don't have
could-
not a
money.
small one.
you could be a ticket.
It'll cost $100,000 to even
Oh
build a
God,
small one.
no! I guarantee you can make one for $200.
I have little models, but these are kind of pricey to get. I got these, but these are just models. These don't run. Well, they're
You could-
electric. They'll run if I have electricity.
Nick,
But these are
Nick,
just
you
models.
you could be a ticket taker on Amtrak, man, and you can entertain all the folks on the train. You could tell them
This
all
is my
about different
models.
trains and everything.
Yeah,
I like
with
these
his
models. I like the
excitement
best
about
represent as
trains,
close as I can
people
get to
would
one.
adore speaking.
Other
to
than the
him.
Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Museum, that's one of my favorite places to go to see a real steam locomotive. Not an operational one, but a real steam locomotive. And I have seen a couple operational steam locomotives, and it's absolutely amazing to be next to one. The smell, just the
Remember.
feeling of the heat from the boiler is something incredible. Just when you're next to one and you can hear all the noises it makes. It's truly an amazing experience. That's why in the Celestials, I'll get to live that
After
experience.
the eons,
I'll get to have my own steam locomotive.
all who are
Ron-
vivified.
Rhonda brings up a good point.
After the eons, all who are vivified will not be able to travel like the body of Christ.
What do you mean they won't be able to travel? They'll be basically the same. They'll also be vivified.
No,
I
no,
don't know.
we're a bit different.
I don't think it talks too much about after the eons. After the eons, all I know of is it says God is all in all.
Becomes all in all. Everybody gets the full
Yeah.
power.
We don't.
All
we,
the power
we,
of God in all creatures. That's what it's about.
But how that plays out, to best of my knowledge, there's no info on it. You know.
Hasn't been revealed yet.
There's nothing. Yeah,
What does
There's
that
a lot
even
of fun
mean?
ways to travel. All I know.
God is all in
There'll be a
all.
lot of fun ways to
Jeez.
travel, and you don't have to worry about paying money to travel. That's all I know. There'll be no money. People will travel either by walking, paramotoring, bicycles, steam locomotives, airplanes, flying, levitating, zero-point energy craft, teleportation. Oh, it'll be every form of transportation you can imagine.
There we go.
because people will want to, build things, build planes, build locomotives, things like that, because they remember them. They have a passion. People who love World War II airplanes, what are they going to want to do? Build one.
I can only imagine what he has in store for us. Here we go.
So that the new Earth is going to be a lot larger than the old Earth. It's going to be much bigger.
Well, you figure the New Jerusalem's 1,500 miles wide and tall.
It's massive. You'll see it from miles away. And
how big
just imagine as you get closer and closer to it, when you're actually next to it, you're not even going to know. It's just going to be a wall that goes straight up. A pyramid. It's a pyramid so massive that when you're actually near it, but isn't it going to make a giant shadow that's going to go down, blocking a lot of the light from the outer?
It's gonna emit light. If you want to do yourself a little favor, look.
I thought it only emits light in the inside.
No.
It's like a giant night light. It's like a giant salt lamp.
Only within the last 10 years, utilizing pure polarized light, have they discovered a new category of rock. And if you notice when you're reading, God never mentions diamonds or rubies. Well, they're not this type of new rock that they've discovered. And all of the type of gemstones that the New Jerusalem are made up of are referred to as a new category of rock they only discovered within the last 10 years. And it's called anisotropic rock. ANISOTROPIC. And if you shine polarized light through a diamond, it turns black. If you shine polarized light through a ruby, it turns black. If you shine polarized light through any of the gemstones mentioned, any of the 12 mentioned by God, they shine like rainbows. They don't even attain their original color. They all turn clear with all the speckles of the rainbow inside, and it's reflected off of the stones just like rainbows. And
so is this New Jerusalem
all of the New Jerusalem is great. All of the New Jerusalem is built with these rocks. So if you look it up, on YouTube or whatever, you'll understand when that city has light shone on it. We'll be walking around literally in rainbows.
It's interesting. Is it pyramid shaped or cube shaped? I think it's pyramid.
No, it's a big cube. Yeah.
I thought it was a pyramid. I thought it was going to be a giant pyramid.
There's debate on that.
I think it's a pyramid shape.
Perhaps.
That would just make more sense. And have like different levels.
But it's 1,500 miles high.
Yeah, at the base.
Right? So like if it were on this earth, 1,440 miles of it would be in space. Right? So that gives you an idea of how big the new Earth has to be.
And on this thing levitates apparently because it comes down out of heaven levitating. It just slowly comes down. It levitates.
Yeah.
And the noise it's going to make, oh my gosh. It hums. It's 0 point energy powered.
Definitely see y'all. I'll start a stream tomorrow for y'all and anyone else who wants to hop in.
Oh, you're going to have a stream tomorrow?
Yeah, actually, I don't know if I don't know if I said it, but I did try saying it in the stream. Yeah, I should have a stream tomorrow. Yeah,
because Catherine's having one right after the conference.
I should have one right after the conference too, or maybe before it. I haven't decided, but by then it'll be decided, man.
I've got an appointment tomorrow with somebody on my stream, a guy that is apparently a a bona fide Israel of God believer.
Ooh.
So 3 o'clock Eastern time. That's the tentative time for my stream to talk with this gentleman. But I realize the conference will be going on, so it's really not a problem because I don't know how comfortable he would be with having too many
Too
people
many
in there.
people. Yeah.
You
What's
know,
an Israel
Okay.
Hey, what-
God
Yeah.
mean? Well, I don't even
Yes,
know
please.
what
Coming.
religion
Oh.
is that.
See you, Brett.
well, the thinking is he could be a genuine circumcision believer.
Oh, whoa.
I
Does he believe in
don't know.
eternal torment?
No,
I
no,
I have
no, no.
I really don't know.
He understands where we're coming from because he understands that there's two gospels.
And he
That-
must,
So
he,
he,
Yeah.
he
then he must be
respects that
legit.
we're in this one and he's in the other one, sort of a thing, right?
He's not an eternal tormentor. He doesn't believe in human free will, the Trinity.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what he believes other than I hear he is a circumcision believer. So that's actually the point of talking to him, just to pick his brain, and he can pick my brain, and whoever else is in there, we can pick each other's brain and try to see what's happening.
And Nick, just for your information, Jews don't believe in the Trinity or in hell.
And they don't believe in human free will either. Hopefully not. That doesn't count.
That I can't speak on. But
I think-
Warren said human free will is the worst of them.
any Jew would tell you that there's no hell, and the idea of the Trinity they would laugh at. They'd laugh at both.
Oh, that's
Right?
good.
That's an invention by Christendom.
It is.
Yeah.
I thought though that there were certain groups of Pharisees or Sadducees or scribes or some group that Jesus actually dealt with that did believe in some kind of an eternal torture chamber of some kind, which is why, as I understand it, which is why Jesus used the rich man and Lazarus story. It's
Okay.
like he was using their own mythology against them,
Right. Yeah.
I don't quite understand it, but
Exactly.
it's something like that. So there could be at least certain number of Jews, possibly, that do believe in some kind of a
Mythical
eternal.
torture chamber.
Yeah.
I know there's Jews in the BOC.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
I know Jason has a subscriber in Jerusalem who was born a Jew but is now a BOC, right?
Hey, rumor has it that my mother's side of the family were Ashkenazi Jews. Now, I don't know what Ashkenazi Jew, how that plays in with being a Jew, but it's entirely possible that I'm like 25% Jew.
That did that not show up when you did the ancestry?
It did. It showed up
Oh.
It showed up Ashkenazi Jew.
Okay. Are the Ashkenazis the one who came out of Russia?
Possibly. I know there were, well, during the Holocaust, the majority of the Jews that were taken out were Ashkenazi, as I understand it.
Okay.
But
I think it starts with a K, the type of Jew I'm talking about, because
I don't know.
it was a group of people in Russia who decided to become Jews. So, like, realistically, you can't become a Jew, right? Like, it's your blood. So yeah, you can't
Yeah,
It's about bloodlines.
yeah. I suppose if you marry into a Jewish family, then your offspring are considered Jews,
because of
right?
the female.
Right.
Yeah, because it goes down the line of the female. I've never looked too deeply into that aspect.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I like focusing on the cross better.
Exactly. You know, I think it's kind of interesting that
Absolutely.
that I could possibly be a Jew. I don't know, but it's not a big deal. But
Debbie, she has some blood in her. My ex there.
hmm
The kids got the whole family that ancestry thing a couple of years ago,
yeah.
and I'm adopted, so they wanted to know what was up with me.
Okay.
And when I had hair, it was like almost kinky. It was extremely curly. So
hmm Yeah.
Scottish though.
Scottish.
Yeah, and my ancestors came to America down in Louisiana in 1600.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm a settler, not an immigrant. My son's very proud of that distinction.
Yeah. I that is a distinction, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. He very proudly pointed out.
Yeah. Before this was the U.S.
Right.
or oh yeah, you said Louisiana. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a lot of blood relatives in the States,
Okay.
but I've never met them. I've never met anybody other than my children who are actually related to me.
Yeah.
Well, do you think
So-
we should wrap? Sorry, so go ahead, Dale.
No, I was just I was going to ask, you know, during the conference, I got involved in, well, two things. During the break, apparently, I didn't mean to, but apparently I paused the video.
Yeah.
So then I got involved in talking in the side chat with that guy. I can't remember his name now.
Right.
And the next thing you
Two
know,
Adams.
something like that.
Two
yeah.
Adams, I think.
And then the next thing you know, I saw somebody made a comment about that's so true, Wes. And I thought, Wes, I don't see a comment from Wes. Then I realized, oh crap, I've got it on pause. So I missed the whole thing Wes was talking about.
Right.
But somebody alerted me that he was talking about Judas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That is an interesting topic.
I don't think we got to worry when we're watching too much about missing what they're saying.
Yeah.
We could focus a bit on the side chat. I noticed nobody said anything at all while Martin was speaking. Because we're going to be able to watch it all even in higher quality video. Martin will have it on his channel next week or whatever, right?
Yeah.
He usually does it a couple of days after the Monday, after the conference, right? So
I'll probably jump back on that live stream once it's uploaded and run through Wes's talk.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just curious what he touched on, but
I liked Martin's when he was talking about how Christendom worships God, small g God.
Right. Yeah.
So
A small G God. Yeah, that's what they worship.
yeah. Different cup of tea.
we got a bigger G on our own selves if we've got free will, right?
Yeah. They should have the Superman outfit with. Here.
They've all been uploaded. Yeah, I'll probably jump back there and listen to Wes's talk.
You know what's
You got to
interesting?
figure Seth is taking his time from doing stuff with everybody tonight to put this out for us, right? So we got to be real thankful for Seth doing this for us.
Yeah.
Because like he's got to marry it all together between different instruments, I would imagine, right? So
Yeah, trying to work out all those different microphones and getting everything synced up.
Yeah. But
All right, guys. Hey, I'm gonna run.
Well, thanks a lot for coming on, Dale.
Hey, thanks for having your channel open, buddy.
Awesome.
We'll see you. Okay, we'll see you later, Nick.
All right.
All right, Tim.
Right on.
See ya, man.
See you, brother.
All right.
So, under Grace, Rhonda, sweet Rhonda. Well, where's Anthony? Anthony. Happy Go Lucky. Ace. I don't think he's here no more. Everybody, thanks for coming in. Rob Weil was here for a bit. So you all hyped to watch the show tomorrow there, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to shut her down, but me and you can stay on. So do you want to sit and chat, just the two of us, for a couple minutes?
Yeah, sure.
I think this is going to work. So you just stay there. And thank you, everybody, for coming in. Love you all. And don't worry about nothing, because God's got this. Okay. So I'm going to hit end broadcast. Hopefully that doesn't separate us, Nick.
Yeah.
Actually, just a sec. Do you see a private chat on the side, Nick, or it doesn't show up on your phone?
Doesn't show up.
Okay. Hopefully this doesn't cut us out, okay?
All right.
If it does, I hope it doesn't. I don't know what it does. But thank you very much for coming on, just in case this pooches things on us.